guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve these beautiful beach waves. I've been getting a lot of comments about beach waves, and every time I do them on one of my clients, they're just like, I wish I could curl my hair like that. So if you guys are interested, then go ahead and keep on watching. All right, you guys, so I have not put any product in my hair yet. I washed my hair this morning and let it fully air dry on its own, just so I could show you guys what I'm working with fresh out the shower, freshly air dried. I did use clarifying shampoo when I washed my hair this morning, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looked like with the Olaplex clarifying shampoo, conditioner, and just air dried. My hair is naturally kind of wavy. I did brush it straight and just kind of let it do its thing. If you have curlier hair, I would say blow dry your hair if you're planning on curling it. Blow dry your hair, get it as straight as you can and as smooth as you can. If you have a little bit of a wave to it like this, then that's totally fine, but that would be my recommendation. If your hair dries naturally straight, then I would just say let your hair air dry if you want to. If you want to blow dry it, cool. That would probably be a good idea if you're wanting a little bit more volume and you feel like you don't have any volume when you let your hair air dry. So, I mean, you can let it air dry mostly, and then right here at the front, you know, you can blow dry your hair the opposite directions that you want it to go, and you'll get a little bit more volume. The number one product you want to apply when you are straightening or curling your hair or using any kind of heat is a heat protectant. I have a few heat protectants that I really love, and I've now been introduced to this new one by Amika. It's a blowout spray, and it's a great heat protectant. I've been using it on all of my clients. I feel like it speeds up the blow drying process, but then also when I use it as a heat protectant, even when my hair is dry, I feel like my hair just turns out so nice and smooth, and I absolutely love it. And then I also like to use the Amika leave-in. This spray, both of these smell so good and they pair really well together. And I also have been using this on my clients and myself, and I feel like this just adds so much shine, and oh my gosh, I just love them so much. You'll just have to see. Every time I've used them on my clients too, they're just like, what did you use? It smells so good. And then they leave with fantastic results. So this is one of my favorite leave-ins and one of my favorite heat protectants. These have such a fine mist spray that I feel like I get really nice coverage, and I don't have to spray a lot. And then I always like to brush it through because I feel like it helps distribute the product evenly through my hair, and then that way when I go to straighten or curl my hair, I don't have any, you know, wet spray spots at all. Today I'm going to be using the Hot Tools curling iron. This is an 1.25 inch curling iron, and I have it on about 400 degrees. And you also want to get a straightener plugged in and ready to go for beach waves, because you are going to need straighter ends. That is mainly the key for the beach waves look. And if you have like rounded, curled ends, you're not really gonna get that effect. So get your curling iron and your straightener plugged in, and let's go ahead and get sectioned off. So my hair is pretty thick. I have about medium thickness, but I still like to section off right about at my ears. Go ahead and clip that out of the way. And then I like to split this section in half. So for this section of hair, I like to split it into 3. And I am gonna start at the front just because I feel like it's easier for me than working back to front. And whenever you're working on sections that are right by your hairline, you want those to curl away from your face. So we're gonna take this first section and make sure we're curling away from the face. So I'm going to drag it down about halfway and curl it in. You can see I left about 3 inches out. And I'm just gonna let that heat, I'm gonna let that curl, and then I'm gonna drop out, smooth it down just a little bit more. I wanna leave a good amount of hair out, unravel, and then I don't scoot down anymore, and then I just smooth that out. You just wanna make sure that you curl the top and the middle, and leave a good portion of the ends nice and straight. Now this next section, I'm gonna curl inward towards my face. With beach waves, I feel like it's always best to alternate your curls because you're gonna get the most definition. I'll go ahead and do this last section. And then because we're alternating, this one is gonna go away from the face. So we're curling the top, moving on to the mids, smoothing out the ends. So again, split it in 3. This first section is gonna go away from the face. A little too hot to the touch. That's about when it's ready to slide down and curl the middle. Slide out. I'm gonna curl a little bit more. It just depends on the length of hair. And then you'll start to figure it out after so many rounds. So this is what the curls should look like. This one got a little bit too curly, so we'll go back with the straightener. No problem. And now I'm going to kind of go right at the temple here. Okay, then go ahead and make sure it's nice and smooth and combed out. And because this last section back here is going away from the face and the last section back here will be going away from the face, they are going to be alternating in the back. So honestly, beach waves are my favorite way to curl hair because I feel like you have very little amount of heat on the ends, which is awesome because the ends are the most dry, the most fragile, and you want to try and keep heat off of the ends as much as possible, and you really achieve that with the beach waves. And I know we'll be going in with a straightener, but I feel like it really is just to smooth out whichever ones didn't really get smoothing out with the curling iron. So, you know, we're not keeping the heat on the ends as long as we are with the curled sections. Okay, so now we are at the top section, and what I like to do is, if you have a middle part, just go ahead and split that straight down all the way. I like to go to right about the top of my head from my part, make a diagonal, and then go straight back. So I'm going to clip off the heavier side here with more hair. Okay, so we're going to start at the front, and we're going to curl this away from the face, curl that top. We're pretty much curling the middle too because the section is shorter. You can drag it down, curl it a little bit more, unravel, and smooth. Now that we're at the top, I do like to take 2 sections in the front and curl those away from the face. Then the third is going to be alternating inwards, and the fourth will then be going out away from the face. If you feel like you need to split this into smaller sections, you can absolutely do that. And this is going to now be curled inwards towards the face. And then we'll go ahead and finish up this section and curl that in towards the face as well. Now we're going to move on to this section. So if you have a middle part, just go ahead and repeat the same thing. Because this section is a little bit thicker, I am going to split it into 2. This is going to be split into 4. So the 2 first sections closest to the hairline are going to be curling away from the face. The very last one looks like it's a little bit too straight, so I'm gonna go back and find this curled part here and just curl it a little bit more. Boom, perfect. So now we are going to go through and see if we see any crazy pieces. This one here right in the front didn't get very smooth, so we are going to fix that. I'm just gonna straighten it right on down. Perfect. And then if you see any others, you can go through, just kind of smooth them out a little bit. Just clamp and go straight down. And I usually do this about 2 or 3 inches up. If your hair is a little bit thicker or frizzier, then you can go in with a comb and have the comb right underneath the straightener. That way it straightens it nice and smoothly. And this is a great time to let your curls cool as well. If you see any pieces up here at the top at your roots that are a little wavier, then you can go ahead and straighten those. So then you want to go through and feel if your curls are cool to the touch. If your hair tends to fall out a little bit faster with curls, then leave these in for a few more minutes. So I'm going to take my hairspray. This is the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold. What I love about this hairspray is that I can run my fingers through afterwards because it's not super crunchy or sticky, but it does hold my frizz down. It holds my curls in place, and I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to take my oils. I actually like to mix 2 oils. I like to take a little bit of the Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil and a little bit of the Kenra Luxe Shine Oil. And I would do a little bit more if your hair feels a little bit drier. If you're like me and you don't need a whole lot, you just want to add a little bit of shine, then just take a couple drops like that, maybe about a half pump. Mix those together. And then when your hair is nice and cool, you can go ahead and start running your fingers through. Start at the ends and work your way up. Okay, so that is my tutorial for beach waves. I really hope you guys like it. The last time I did this video was, I think, back in 2021, and my hair was so much shorter. I think it was probably maybe right about here, and I was blonde. I'm absolutely loving this so much, and I love it with my hair color right now too. I think it looks so pretty. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Leave a comment down below telling me what kind of video you'd like to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!